Hey guys, that Royal Rumble was awesome. Oh man, I had so much fun. What did you guys think about it?
I'll tell you what I think about it, Lou. That Royal Rumble was a load of.
Guys, I got a new soundboard. Welcome to Tfspod, always the most stuff you show podcast. It's 24/7 Lou, and that's
Bad enough we got a random number.
Yep. And that's
the one-man band, and all I gotta say is ding, ding.
Folks, let me tell you something. From the highest mountains to the lowest valley and everywhere in between, we are the beasts of the East, the best in the West. You are listening to Tfspod, your girlfriend's favorite show. This episode is dedicated to...
Hold on, Lou. Let's remember, this is also the podcast that is the favorite podcast listened to by adult film stars. This podcast is dedicated to, because everyone knows that things are bigger in Texas, so let's dedicate it to someone with some big ones. Amy Anderson.
I love it. You guys are so great.
There it is.
Thank you.
That soundboard's paying dividends.
Yes, folks, in this episode, we're going to be doing a recap of Royal Rumble, which was fun. The ending was fun, and also the scoreboard was, I would say, excellent. I'm not going to press any buttons. It was excellent. It was awesome. So, yes, but before we get to that, this is the best part of the show right now. Sorry, One Man Band. Give us that line that everybody loves.
Well, for the first time in a long time, I am not going to enjoy this. Ric-Hard, please get the scoreboard.
Oh my gosh, guys. I go on hiatus for 1 week and come back to this. All right.
Yeah.
In the lead, tied, is 24/7 Lou, and I can't believe this, Bogey, both of which are at 2 points.
Yeah.
Wait a sec. How are they at 2 points?
Remember, the Royal Rumble is worth 2 points.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Wait a minute. You didn't realize this?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
all right.
You guys are co-champs, Lou.
Yes. Wow. On my way to victory.
However, it's not all negative, One Man Band. Remember, you are right behind them with 1 point.
Yep.
Hard to kill.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone else is at 0. And we can't say the other line anymore.
Damn.
That's the scoreboard. Back to you, Lou.
Yeah, we can't use that line anymore. It was a good time using that line.
For another year.
Man. And it happened so soon, too. Like, what am I going to do the other 20 weeks? Damn. Anyway, here we go, folks. Yes, in this episode, we'll do a recap of WWE's Royal Rumble, which was worth 2 points in the predictions battle. And, wow. It was exciting. It was a roller coaster of a show, and let's kick it off like they did with the men's Royal Rumble prediction battle. Hold on a second. I have my notes here.
Gosh.
Well, first off, let me first give the names of the final four, and then we'll discuss a few things that happened in the Royal Rumble leading up to all this. We had for the final four, we had Gunther, Seth Rollins, Cody, and then I had to scratch this off because he came out of nowhere. Logan Paul were the final four.
Yep, you got Austin Theory out, which we thought was originally going to be in the final four.
Mm-hmm.
But Logan Paul had rolled out of the ring after a really good spot, actually. I think it was the high spot of the Rumble.
Yeah.
Well, let's start from the beginning, I guess.
Now let's go back to
Gunther
that.
Started off. Gunther started it off at number 1. And he was going to make history tonight because he lasted all the way to the end.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't be the only number one entry to do that. But in terms of how the Rumble developed, so interestingly enough, I thought they would do some kind of Imperium spot, but they didn't. It was just Gunther by himself. None of it. Wilhelm Kaiser and Giovanni didn't show up.
He doesn't need Imperium. He can do it. He's a ring general.
I know he's. I know. I like that he was able to hold his own. He wasn't one of those number one entries that just lingers off the corner, holding onto the bottom rope. Like he actually had a lot of stare downs with people.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he got involved when Braun Strowman came out. Got involved with Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of stuff there.
That's a good build-up. That's a good build-up of a guy's career build-up right there.
Oh no, yeah, Gunther's definitely earning his credibility now. Not sure that would have happened under Vince McMahon, considering how he was treated at the 5v5v5 Survivor Series.
Oh yeah.
But it's obvious that Triple H holds a good deal of respect when he's planning it out. In terms of surprises, I was very saddened to see that my prediction for the 2023 year didn't happen. Shawn Michaels did not come out in the Rumble. We did not. Boy, that was unfortunate. We didn't even get Stone Cold Steve Austin, who I really wanted to see come out.
Yeah, I know, right?
Fortunately, we did get to see Baron Corbin get treated like like a scrub.
Yep.
By Brock Lesnar, who came out and basically demolished him. After when Brock Lesnar got eliminated, he took it out on Baron Corbin. I think that's one thing about Lesnar that doesn't get mentioned a lot. He doesn't get after getting eliminated. He's never gotten back in the ring to like angrily attack somebody for eliminating him. And that includes the time where he got eliminated from a Rumble through BS means.
Yep.
Let's not forget the 2016 Rumble where the Wyatt family all basically got eliminated by him and then came back in to eliminate him. That was bullshit. But even then, Lesnar did not get mad and attack them. He did not get mad and attack everybody else in the ring. He got eliminated and he went to the back. So props to Lesnar. He's a very play by the rules kind of guy. Even though you can see he gets upset, he just takes it out on whoever else comes out. Apparently. The one legend to see a return was Booker T. Right? I don't think any other major surprise entries were in there.
Yeah, I didn't feel like it was like there were many big surprises in this for the men's Rumble. Like the ones that we wanted, at least.
Let me see.
Well, hold on. While we're there, I want to ask the one-man band. You had Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, Seth Rollins, and Cody Rhodes in that one.
Yes.
Why were you going with Jey Uso and Sami Zayn on that one?
Well, I was thinking that maybe, like, if they were to have entered the Royal Rumble, there might have been something in line with the bloodline.
Yeah.
That something would have happened. Like, let's say maybe Sammy caused Jey Uso, and like he would have been thrown out, and then maybe that would have caused some kind of rift. But it ended up like they weren't even in the Rumble. And in hindsight, I'm glad they weren't. Yeah, it may have cost me a point, or 2 points in this case. But you know what? It's fine because I think what they ended up doing was way better.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
We will get to that.
We'll get to that. Exactly.
Well, because we never thought that the Rumble would be the first thing to start the show. I mean, we knew it was something big.
No, I didn't know that either. I didn't think that. But when I did see that the Rumble started first, they did give me this impression that maybe something is gonna happen because they did kind of throw a red herring with it starting, because had the Royal Rumble been last, then obviously we would have seen something different. But
yeah, like a plan from the bloodline, like, hey, go in there and do something.
Right. So
Yeah, because I had
in this
Sami
case,
Zayn as well.
right.
I had Sami Zayn in the final four, dude. I really thought I had him winning it. Damn it!
I
I
thought so
really
Oh,
too.
wanted
yeah,
to
you
be
did.
surprised.
Let me
I
see that.
really wanted to be surprised. I was so like, come on, give me a Dan O'Brien breaking away from the Wyatt family and challenging for the title, sort of deal. But we didn't get that. And for the record, I think this was a middle of the road overall event. Nothing against the people who did win the Rumbles, but when the Royal Rumble event doesn't have a Royal Rumble in the main event, actually, I think it makes it not a good show.
Ooh. It was good for me, but that's not, for other reasons. No, but I know what you mean. Like, hey, it's called Royal Rumble. Fine, you can start the show with Royal Rumble, but you don't start other shows with singles match. You don't call other pay-per-views singles match and then start with a singles match. No, you call them whatever their main attraction is, whatever the gimmick is for that premium live event, how they call it now. And by the way, 5 of the 7 of us had Sami Zayn in there at the final 4, and you were not the only one that picked Sami Zayn to win. By the way, Ric-Hard, JFU also had him.
I think JFU copied my pick.
Let me see. No, well he went. Randy Orton was gonna be back.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I think Orton might be out for a while if he ever returns. He might come back at next year's Rumble. What with how the injury seems to be going.
And I felt bad for the randomizer. Had Ricochet winning. So yeah, and then of course at the end of the win, Cody Rhodes. What do you guys think about Cody Rhodes winning it?
Oh, I mean, if that wasn't an obvious Royal Rumble win, I don't know what was, because
it was yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was telegraphed. I mean, it was telegraphed, and a lot of people say that pectoral injury was fake, but I don't think so. I think it was legit. I think it was legit.
This should have happened last year.
Yeah, but I'm saying that it's probably, like, people would say, oh, that's probably was a way to write him off, so he can just go and supposedly recover. But
no, I think the plan was to have him in everybody's mind, and they were just going to keep him away from the title as long as possible by having the Seth Rollins feud be so forced, because that feud was really forced. After the second time where Rollins lost.
True.
Where it was like, geez, at this point we're just like extending it. But when Rhodes started getting advertised for the Rumble, I said, come on, like, this is. I would have preferred. First off, if you're advertising him, oh, he's coming out, and then you literally wait for number 30, where it's like, yeah, it has to be Cody Rhodes. He's been advertised for this thing. Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you? It shouldn't have been Cody Rhodes at number 30. Use a number that hasn't won before. I don't know if that was to protect him because he's fresh off an injury, so you can have him come out last, so that he doesn't like extend. Especially considering him and Gunther basically had a singles match for 10 minutes. I don't get why they did that. I imagine it's to protect him in case of injury. But I really think he should have came out middle of the Rumble to maybe number 20, and then have it where there's some like, oh, who could it be? I get it. He got a good pop. It was kind of predictable. I'm glad Rhodes won it though.
Yeah.
But damn, it should have been a surprise. It really should have been a surprise. Will it be Cody Rhodes? Will it be Cody Rhodes? Will it be Cody Rhodes? But you telegraphed it. As Rebecca said, I would dare to say they smoke signaled it. We saw this from miles away by the time he came out at number 30.
Yeah, they really did.
There was a part of me that was like, man, there's nobody else in the ring that really can win it at this point. Because
that was another thing, yeah.
The only, like, Logan Paul, he's filling out a spot. I get it. You were lacking major surprises in this. So Logan Paul being there to set up what is essentially going to be a rivalry with Baron Corbin, that was cool. Yeah. But you should have had people in there that you could believably go like, wow, man, they could have won it too. This was just one of those, like, it has to be Cody Rhodes. Like, who else is going to win it?
Yeah. It could have been Seth Rollins, but I just didn't see it, especially since Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins was the first of the final four to get eliminated.
Yeah, that was the crazy part. But I'm saying, like, because Seth Rollins won the Royal Rumble just a few years ago, so I don't think that it would have made sense to have him win it again so close. And I don't think Seth Rollins needed a Royal Rumble win. I mean, he's been on fire.
No, he didn't need a Rumble win, but most Rumbles have that feeling of, like, when you get to the final two, you're like, man, either one of these guys could win it, except for, like, maybe Santino and Del Rio. That, you're like, yeah, we all know this kind of
Yeah.
But it didn't really have that feeling by the time it came down to Cody versus Gunther. One spot I will say was very, very good was just the spot where Cody was basically just like, I'm tired. What else can I throw at Gunther to end this? And then he put him in the middle. He put him in the corner, lifted up both his legs, and did homage to his older brother Dustin, and hit him with the Shattered Dreams.
Yeah.
That was a nice moment. I like that.
All right, so we had Cody Rhodes win that one. And any other last comments on this Royal Rumble, on this men's Royal?
I didn't like that Rey Mysterio was injured and not able to do my spot. I think that would have been a great spot if they would have had Rhea Ripley, because Rhea Ripley did get involved at the end. If Rhea Ripley came out and would have eliminated Rey Mysterio, he's injured.
Yeah.
I get it. My spot would have been better. I'm just saying, WWE.
Yeah. Shout out to Gunther rather, for absolutely just doing a job. I mean, just destroying the Royal Rumble and lasting as long as he did. That absolutely cemented him as I would hope, at least, as someone that is going to be a viable option for the next years to come in the WWE. So I'm happy to see him. Happy to see him bounce back very well from the NXT UK Championship scene and being Intercontinental Champion, and now this. I foresee there's a possibility that he may, depending on what happens, he probably could be a Royal Rumble winner in the next few years.
Yeah, they say, it used to be that the Intercontinental Champion was the Workhorse Championship, and it looks like Gunther's putting that true to form on that one.
All right, so coming out of that one, the points went. It was four of us had 3 points in that one. That was the one-man band I did, and main event Jeff and Bogey came out with 3 points out of that one. So that's how that went. Let's go to the next.
I walked out with what? 1 point?
Two.
Two?
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins.
Yes.
Right.
All right, so next matchup was a Bray Wyatt versus LA Knight. Memorable or forgettable?
Yeah. Let me just say, when the match ended and they say, the first ever Mountain Dew Pitch Black match, I was saying to myself, better be the last ever match also.
Yes.
Oh, nothing against Bray Wyatt. Good character work, but man, does he need to work on his in-ring skills.
Yeah.
The gimmicks, I'm tired of the gimmicks. Stop trying to hide bad wrestling ability behind light shows, glow-in-the-dark paint, dim lights. His best match, still to this day, is the Firefly Funhouse match. And that wasn't a match.
No, exactly.
It's not a legit match when you are both a competitor in the match and the person who counts the pin.
All right, yeah. Tell a story within in the ring. Don't tell a story using other elements. That's fine, but mostly the fans want to see that in ring. I guess he's doing something else. I guess adding more performance art to the performance.
It's I don't know, man. They did the same thing with Undertaker, but Undertaker had good in ring work too. It's not comparable.
Maybe that's what Undertaker whispered to Bray Wyatt.
Stop with the gimmicks. Stop with the gimmick matches, kid.
Stop trying to take my mystique.
Can I borrow a puppet?
Oh man!
You want to ride my motorcycle later?
guys, this was the shortest match of the night. Let's give it the time it deserves. I think we've said enough about this match.
I agree.
Next matchup: Bianca Belair versus Alexa Bliss. I gotta go to the scoreboard because I know somebody picked Alexa Bliss. I forgot who it was.
Main event, Jeff.
Main event? No. This one was a. Oh yeah. This one was a split, wasn't it?
Oh, more people picked Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss, main event, Jeff. The randomizer, Jay Few.
Wow, Jay Few.
And Big Al.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a split. It was 4-4. I mean, 3-4, 4-3. No, 4-4.
4-4, yeah.
Yeah.
The three of us in bogey. Look at that.
Yeah, he must have copied our picks. Anyway, so yeah.
Second shortest match of the night, and I think nothing against the two of them, but it wasn't the ring work that's going to be most remembered from this. There wasn't really a spot in this match that stood out to me. The thing that stood out to me that I remember is the post-match segment where Alexa Bliss basically sees on the Titantron. They kept doing promos or like little teasers for what I call her a schizophrenia Bliss character.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really hoping she comes back. You know, try to be cool. Let's see Alexa Bliss return to the fold alongside Uncle Howdy and the Fiend.
Mm-hmm.
And let's really build on this. Come on. All in all, not a very memorable match. Bianca Belair.
No. I agree.
All right, and what was the next match that we had here?
The next match we had was the Women's Rumble.
Women's Royal Rumble, right? And the finalists, just to get that off first, it was Rhea Ripley, Nikki, Asuka, and
Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan.
Nikki Cross was one of the final four?
Yeah.
Well, good on her. I had forgotten.
Yeah, so what do you guys think about this one?
Go ahead, woman man, you go first.
I mean, I didn't. My pick didn't even make it to the final four.
You had Bayley.
My pick was Bayley. I honestly thought that Bayley had a chance, being that she came back last year. She started fronting Damage Control. I thought she might have been a good viable option for that, but no, the right one won. All craziness aside on that end for me, but the right one won. She absolutely has elevated her game. Rhea Ripley has elevated her game from last year to now. I mean, being the spearhead of Judgment Day and just being so dominant, and has really improved all facets of her career. So I think she's absolutely going to get her win back from Charlotte. So yeah, I mean, I think that was the right call. It was the right go for that one. Props to Liv Morgan for being the last basically the runner up. And I alluded to, or actually I said this the other day when we were talking here, like after Royal Rumble finished. This is the first time that we see a number one entrant go become the runner up and the winner in the same year.
Oh,
yeah.
So
that is a trivia fact.
Yeah, that is a trivia fact. So that's that's pretty cool.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so
that was pretty cool.
I was saying no because you just gave Ric-Hard another trivia question to throw at us.
I wouldn't be that obvious about it.
It's all right. I'll remember.
Oh.
Yeah. There's something about trivia facts for the Rumble that are a lot more fun to remember. I gotta get more creative and harder with them.
Oh,
you guys
harder?
You're right. Maybe just maintain the level of difficulty.
Look, multiple choice doesn't mean you have to use all the 26 letters of the alphabet. Just saying.
I still haven't, but I do enjoy those final questions where it goes all the way up to G.
Oh, God. Repeat number J, please. Repeat J and O, please. I didn't hear that one. Oh, God. Anyway, okay, let's go back to the Rumble here. Yeah, also, too,
right.
Ric-Hard, you have picked Raquel. Why?
Yeah, so in a similar vein to the one-man band, my pick didn't make it to the Final Four. They made it to the Final Five, which was even more insulting. Definitely enjoyed this Rumble more than the men's Rumble, actually. I like that Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, starting as number 1 and 2, made it to the final two. Nikki Cross making it to the Final Four, never would have guessed that in a million years. Nothing against her. I like her work. She's fun. I just was like, I wouldn't have picked her to be in the Final Four. I think you could have easily changed out her and Raquel Rodriguez in the Final Four, and it would have worked the same way. But
would have been better.
Faces. Yeah, you would have had that would have been too one-sided for faces though, because you would have had 3 faces in the Final Four with Asuka, Liv Morgan, and Raquel.
Oh, and Asuka's new look.
Yeah, that was nice. Not getting mentioned here, but just as important was Nia Jax making her return at number 30.
Yep.
Right.
And if I'm not mistaken, breaking the record for on the women's side for being eliminated by the most amount of competitors in the match. She was eliminated by, let's see, Asuka, Lacey Evans, Liv Morgan, Mia Yim, Michelle McCool, Nikki Cross, Piper Niven, Raquel Rodriguez, Rhea Ripley, Shotzi Blackheart, and Sonya Deville. So 11 competitors were used up to eliminate Nia Jax. That is a record that will probably not be beaten for a while.
What about the other record too with Chelsea Green?
Yeah, there we go. In another record-breaking moment, Liv Morgan's previous record for fastest elimination in a Rumble of 8 seconds was beaten by Chelsea Green, also known as Matt Cardona's wife. Chelsea Green got eliminated in 5 seconds by Rhea Ripley.
Yep.
Which is great. And one other spot I want to do a call out for is Michelle McCool coming into the ring from ringside, being in the front row for this match.
Yep.
What a moment. As Corey Graves said, in her Uggs boots.
So,
and she got a couple of eliminations too. Very impressive. Ultimately, I'm okay with Rhea Ripley winning it. She was right to win it. Kind of surprised that they did that, even though she got speared. Talking about spearheading, she got speared by Beth Phoenix earlier in the night. She was selling the midsection injury, like that she was weak in her midsection from it. But what a match! Just crazy.
Now,
match. Enjoyable.
Here's my soapbox issue with this match. Yes, I picked Rhea Ripley because folks were telling me that somewhere I was looking at. But why are we pushing Rhea Ripley on TV time with this? Why? She already has TV time with the Judgment Day. That's one thing. When they come out and they do the thing and they have their matches, she has time there. She also has time doing the Dominic stuff where they go on during the holidays to Mysterio's home. So now you're getting all that TV time, and now you're putting now you're giving her a chance to try to cash in. To go to WrestleMania and to face against she picked Charlotte on Raw the next day, but on the next Raw. But why are you doing that? Like, I would have liked to see at least your pick. Well, it would have given you a victory, but I don't want that either. But it would, if aside from that, it would have been interesting to see Raquel Rodriguez go for that and have that top spot and have that opportunity, because there's a lot of people back there and they don't get that much TV time. So,
look, I'll tell you why, Lou. Because she has done a phenomenal job being essentially the leader of Judgment Day. No offense against Finn Balor, but let's face it, Rhea Ripley's leader of Judgment Day now. Phenomenal job. Arguably going to be one of the first major female wrestlers to lead a remaining male faction. So that's another thing. And because she needs to have the credibility so she can finally be the person to have a victory over Charlotte Flair 1v1 at WrestleMania. For the record, Charlotte Flair is not undefeated. Lost in a fatal four-way.
Right.
But she's never lost 1v1. So Rhea Ripley needs every ounce of credibility going forward to get her win back, which she definitely deserves.
really, she has a long career ahead of her.
Yeah, but now's you strike while the iron's hot. She's hot.
Correct.
She's hot, and I mean that in terms of popularity, not just looks. Although she's very good looking too.
Yes.
All right.
Strike while the iron's hot, Lou. I think the right person won here. Shout out to Rhea Ripley. Amazing job.
Fine. We'll see. And we'll see who gets less airtime now. And now you brought Nia Jax back.
Also, fun fact, she did injure herself somewhat in the Rumble when she tried to lift Nia Jax. Her knee did give out, but she says she's okay now.
Oh, yeah. During the press conference, you were mentioning things, right? All right, so let's go. Let's move on to our next match. What was our next match there, Ric-Hard? Ric-Hard?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, what was our next match that we had?
Our next match was the main event.
Yep.
Which was Ray. Oh no, well it was Rock versus Mankind. I mean Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. For the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship.
Okay.
Yes, that's a reference.
Good
That's a reference to the 1999 match, which essentially struck the same vein. Let's face it. What was it, the I Quit match?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an I Quit match.
Yeah, that was the I Quit match at the Rumble. Yeah. Same concept. Let's face it. Same concept. Similar booking. The only difference was a faction was used in this to cause a breakaway in the faction. But when the minute Reigns started slamming Kevin Owens against the steel steps, not in the conventional way. He grabbed him by the head. Owens is facing away from the steps towards the part that not the plain side of the steps where it's like flat, but towards the side with the actual steps, and just slamming him back first into the steps. That looked painful.
Either for his head.
Kevin Owens was covering up. Yeah, he was covering up, but there's no way that didn't hurt.
Yeah. His head or his neck or his spine.
Yeah. That could have
the whiplash hitting your head on the oh god, yeah. And he did it 2 times. Like, oh yeah, it worked? Okay, let's do it again.
Yeah, he did it 2. I think he might have gone for 3. I don't know. 2 or 3 times. I don't remember the count. I know he did it more than once. And that was hard to watch. That was hard to watch.
Yeah.
My gosh, the storytelling was amazing. So backstory here, guys. You all know I had an event to attend to. I was out of town. I ended up being able to leave that event early through some crazy, thank JBL, the wrestling gods there for that. I got to see it on my phone in a hotel room, and while I'm watching it, the other person in the hotel room is sleeping. And when the ending happened, where Sami Zayn finally, well, Lou, go ahead, break it. You want to explain what happened?
No, you're on a roll. Go for it.
All right. So Reigns beats Owens. The bloodline comes out, and rather than decide, okay, well, let's celebrate, let's leave, they decide, all right, let's beat up Kevin Owens in the ring. They put Kevin Owens in handcuffs. They're beating him up.
I have to add one thing. Main event Jeff was called this.
Yes, he called this in the chat privately. He said
he did.
And we said it on the recording, by the way.
Oh, yeah, he did. That's right. But super kick party from the Usos. I think Solo did some stuff to him also. Yeah, he did the hip attack before he got handcuffed. Everybody got shots in. Reigns went to grab a chair. Oh, Sammy stood in the way and said, "Come on, enough is enough. He's had enough." Reigns said, "What are you getting in the way for? You know what? You're right. It shouldn't be me that does it." He gives the chair to Sammy and tells him, "You do it." Sammy starts crying, to which Paul Heyman says the iconic line, "There's no crying in the bloodline." Reigns tells them, "You either do this or you could go back to doing jackass shit." Quotes, direct quote, which is a reference to Sami Zayn's WrestleMania moment. WrestleMania match.
Oh yeah, with Johnny Knoxville.
Johnny Knoxville, yeah. So that was a nice callback. And then Sammy Reigns steps in front of Sammy to like kind of look at Kevin Owens, tell him you're gonna get beaten up, this and that. Sammy looks around. Oof. Finally, he just says, he just snaps, and he does a frame to frame repeat of when Seth Rollins hit Reigns in the back with the chair when he betrayed the Shield, frame for frame. And I kid you not, I'm in a hotel room. It's close to, I think it's past 11 at this point.
Yeah, it went late.
And I'm trying to keep quiet so I don't wake up the other person. And I just can't contain myself. I just go, yeah! And the other person goes, yo, I'm trying to sleep. And I'm just like, sorry, you have no idea. Like, this is a whole year. Almost a year's worth of build.
Yup.
Oh.
La novela está buena.
What a moment.
So far was good.
Oh, man. Sold so well. And then Sammy, because even though Sammy was the one that hit Reigns from behind with the chair, what a nice, like, complete role reversal here. Unlike Seth Rollins hitting Reigns in the back with the chair when he did it. When Sammy hit Reigns in the back with the chair, he displays remorse and doesn't hit anybody else with the chair. He actually drops the chair and says, "I'm sorry." And he looks at Jey Uso when he says that, sorry. Jimmy, who was cool with Sammy, we're led to believe Jimmy was the one that was cool with Sammy the entire time, is the first to super kick him and then start beating down on Sami Zayn. Solo hits him with a Samoan spike. Jay's just in the corner. And then Jay, for whatever reason, now I don't think this is going to go anywhere, but what a surprise. Jay doesn't join in and actually leaves the ring, to which Roman Reigns immediately gets more pissed off and just beats him with the chair. And then him, Solo, and Jimmy leaving Sammy and Kevin Owens in the ring, just beaten, destroyed. And I believe Jey Uso actually put a Twitter out saying afterwards, teasing that he was going to split from the bloodline. He put a Twitter back referencing when he first fought Reigns before the bloodline became a thing. And he said something along the lines of, "Let's run it back."
Ooh.
So that's a good teaser, even though I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I do think the plan is Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus the Usos for the tag titles.
Yep.
But what a moment. What a moment. That moment, I think Main Event just says he's rewatched it like 20 times. I don't blame him.
On Peacock, you can do that?
Yeah. Yes. For only $4.99 a month, folks.
Oh.
There you go. I'm getting my plug money in.
No, I'm only saying that because I know Peacock had issues with that stuff in the beginning.
Yeah. But you can. But what a great moment. I still stand by my statement, though. When the main event is not a Rumble match at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, it means that it's at best a middle of the road Royal Rumble. And I'm gonna stand with that. Decent show, great moment, but Royal Rumble should have been the main event. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I'm in agreement.
Yeah, that's the moment where you celebrate the person, even though he came out number 30, going through all that, and then to come out as champion. So I don't know. Too much weight on that bloodline story. Too much weight. But I enjoy it too. So yeah, folks. there we are. That was our Royal Rumble recap. And Bogey and I walked out with 2 points. So now, as always, it is time for no victory speech. Right?
No victory speech. No victory speech because it's a sad day. We can no longer say the famous scoreboard line.
Yes.
So I say moment of peace, moment of silence for the fact that we have to retire the including bogey line.
Can we say it all together just to end this episode?
You know what? For old time's sake, I think we could do that.
Last time.
All right.
Yeah.
We can do a countdown.
Until next year.
3,
2,
2, 1.
including Bogey.